Yo, what's up, guys? I got a few questions. How do you do World Guild Battle if you don't do it for like a video? How does that look like? A normal, actual World Guild Battle? Well, in that case, I kind of speedrun it with just a bunch of presets. So let's actually give a pretty clear example of how that looks like. So this would work over there. This would probably work over there. This one could be a speedy set, so let's speed contest that as well. That could be semi-speed, so let's speed contest it with this one over there, and then we just need a team over here, which I think I can clear with this team. So haven't looked at any team at all. I go in within like 3 seconds, and I literally did not even see what was on this whole team, like being run or whatever. Just going in within 3 seconds and then being like, yep, I think I can clear all of this. We just see if it works or not. But in most cases, I don't get full-on wins, definitely cannot claim that, but in most cases, I do get most of my wins with this, and that just makes it where you have good presets, and most of my presets are kind of cleave-based, so this one we do also outspeed, that is great. I do expect mid one to be kind of squishy, so we just clear on the right at first. Should be good to go, and this one should be good to go, and then from this on it's an easy cleanup. Once again, I'll be showcasing two World Guild battles in this case, so not just two battles but two different World Guild battles, because I expect those hits to be kind of fast, and then you also can give like a little bit of a difference in there for how it does look like if we do things slightly different. Okay, that one did outspeed but the other one did not. But this team is just hella broken in the first place. I think I want to add more damage on you. Okay, that is where you clear half of your own stuff right there. That's where we go for a little bit of healing. Is a little bit annoying, but let's give that a little bit of a spread. And that gives me no stuns, fortunately. That will take it out, and this will also take it out by now. I love this team. This team is just way too simple. Super simple team, always clears about everything. This one we did outspeed. Did not really fully expect a zero will shenanigans, but in this case we did get that out there. We have enough bar to, or enough debuffs to get full bar based on that. Also, if you do get your additional turn, you also get full bar. But it kind of works, it kind of works. And we're already with 4, and we're only recording for 2 minutes. And that's why I take 2 World Guild battles to actually make this all work. Ooh, that thing is actually faster. But even if that thing is faster, would that even care for me? No, I don't think so, because you would have to despair, and I don't think you're faster on despair. Did not get any pushbacks over there, which could be kind of bad. But yeah, this whole team is swift. So even if you were to outspeed me and the others are not in tune, then it doesn't really matter. That's one of those things out there for that team right there. This isn't super fast because, as mentioned, everything is a preset. And if everything is a preset, at some point you kind of start lacking some runes. And the actual speedy set is still my Triton, which did not even use in this case. The Triton is mostly on the team with the Nephthys and Sienna. Can a Triton go wrong? Yeah, absolutely. But then again, we are not super try-hard in World Guild Battle. So it took me about 3 minutes since the start of the record to start this World Guild Battle. Let's go on for the next one over there. This one has a bunch of speedy teams, but this one is maybe a little bit too fast, but I think we can still kind of do that. I think it is fine. Wait, this one actually has a bunch of too many speedy teams. Ah, well, YOLO it anyways. This one over here, suicide team. This one over there, let's place you elsewhere. I'm gonna place you over there. I'm gonna place this one as the actual speed contester. This one, I also kind of want a turn 2-ish kind of thing, but that might be a little bit rough. Let's just do you with a hey gang. Might be that I'm not in enough speed, but we shall see if that does work or doesn't work out there. Hey gang in there, and then for this one we still have potentially this team on top is an option, or we just go for this. I will not get full attack bar based on, wait, how much speed is on you? 183. I think I should be on enough speed, and otherwise, well, rip me, I guess. Now, should I do that? I think this one is a little bit safe, but the Maxi team is more fun, though. Maxi team, more fun. I'm wasting more time selecting the team than actually doing anything. Maxi team, more fun. Let's go. Well, let's see if that first team... First team is also something you could work with the newly... What's it called? Newly added unit. The... well, that's a disappointment right there for you. Wait, that thing did absolutely nothing. Okay, let's start clearing you. You do absolutely nothing because of that. Let's do some damage on you at the first. Do a little bit of damage over there. Dice trick. Doesn't really add too much value as well. You kill that one, and I kill your whole team. Almost your whole team. But yeah. Not really the strongest of defenses out there, I would claim. Also, did derp pretty hard, which does help me out there. Okay, we do outspeed. It is seemingly decently fast, but only thing I had in mind is if I S3 right now, I will gain bar, so I have to absorb, otherwise the Tian Lang moves. So please push back this Tian Lang, otherwise we have issues. Was resisted over there. Just derp, don't proc, thank you. Okay, that does work. Pushbacks. Okay, we did actually trigger you right there fully. That's nice. And then we can clear. A little bit tricky because we did not get the pushback over there. This one, we do outspeed, even though it's pretty darn fast. We do also move over here. You will go on you, and that doesn't really matter. And then from here, we can just go for pushbacks. Yeah, the units aren't fully, well, they're fully in tune the moment that things would get pushed back, but in most cases, not the biggest of issues. And you're not going to be able to perform a solo. And did not expect a proc out, otherwise I would have done that as 2. Moving on to the next. What do we have over here? I do expect to be able to clear you with you. And then this is ready to go already. Man, I love these LDs. This is also like the Light Series is my least, or one of my least used units in RTA. However, it's one of my most used units in Siege, if not the most used unit in Siege. I use this thing in every Siege out there. If you have this unit, it's highly recommended to use it. It's just so much stronger than any of the other units out there pretty much that do a similar thing. Because of the little bit of extra hits. Does need a little bit better runes, but yeah, that's just it. Okay, we derp over there. Otherwise, I think we would have kind of been fine. You use all skills, that's good. For me, we can go for this. Not too many buff blocks, but we get some heal blocks out there. And from this, things are pretty much dead already. Everything dead. So that took me 7 minutes to do all World Guild battles. Let's move on to the World Guild battle of tomorrow. Power of editing. And on to the next World Guild battle. Not even looking at what we're fighting. We're just gonna go right in and see what we have, where we have it, how we have it. Doesn't seem like too strong of teams, in all honesty. I think we can Tiana this. Could maybe be a Swift more, but in that case, issues, I guess. But I think should be fine. Now, actually, let's do the Bastet over here. I think you have enough damage to kill that. We can use this team over there. Probably is strong enough. This thing will probably not have Swift units on these. I hope, I pray, I don't know. This one we can outspeed that. Now, let's actually switch that around and let's outspeed it like this. All of the teams set. And that's how fast we go in, within 30 seconds, pretty much, I hope, I pray. Okay, everything is kind of on the slow side. That is nice. No will runes, so I can right away start off with this skill, which is also nice. Bit of slows, bit of increased cool times, and a bit of freezes. Freeze, motherfucker. Oh, wait. And more freezes, and more pushbacks, and more everything. And the nice thing about the 2-turn freezes, it's one Jean-B might say, you can't rock out of a 2-turn freeze. Which is very true. Which makes it very nice. And also, the moment that they actually do take the turns, they have cooldowns pretty much none at all. That also does really help. Okay, we did not get anything over there, but not too big of an issue. Your cooldowns are also set down to like never taking a turn ever again. And that's a victory. We outspeed these, which is not too common to outspeed. I think we're going to go for an S2 over you right there, because otherwise we wouldn't land it in the first place, I think. Share the shot. All fine, all fine. Take 4 turns. Take 4 turns while you're at it. Okay, that is fine too. Did not land too much on that, but can we get a brand? We did get a brand. That's good. That's a good bit of damage. You will die to the dots. You did not die to the dots. Well, now you just die to whatever damage comes in. This team is too broken, man. This team is absolutely too broken. We do outspeed it, which is great. We're gonna hit you first. Actually, I should have hit you first, because if you put you in the back, I have issues. Thanks for derping. I guess. What the actual fuck was that? Yeah, I should have killed you first, because you would guarantee to go on the other 2 units. You would actually guarantee to go on this one, which might not be that great, but in the end, it did all work out. Sometimes you need a little bit of RNG. We do also a fully outspeed over here. That is good. We will have you go on one of the 2 sides. Don't hit this one. Okay, you do hit that one, but at least you don't properly stun it. That's fine. Let's go for some more silences. And let's just take a you out as of first. You will go for that hit. That is fine if you don't do anything with it. And then we just go for the cleanup. The Syanna in this case is a lot slower because it is my Syanna that I have on the inter-server defense, and that's an attack-based Syanna on the slot 2. Okay, what do we go for hits over here? I do have to kill you, otherwise I have a really big problem, but I'm not sure who of the two will have more damage to do so. So just gonna send this for now. And that does actually kill. That's great. And then we can send this over there. That also does kill. I think that you in the end did do more damage, but that's fine. Let's give you some counter. Let's do a little bit of this. Attack break on you. You have all debuffs and you die to simple skill 1s. Easy as well. 3 minutes in, or 3.5 minutes. Already done with this. Let's share that and let's go on to a next one. We're not checking who's what. This one, sure, can we go in? Does have a bit of speedy comps throughout. A lot of speedy comps throughout. That might be a little bit more tricky, but we're still gonna try that just because it's funny. This one can go over there. This one is definitely tricky right there. Wait, there's a lot more tricky comps over here. You know what you do with this one? You just don't do it. You just let someone else that is tryhard enough to rerun all of those things for it, let them hit that. We're just gonna go for easy hits. We know that we can actually cleave the bunch off. This one looks easier. Seisong. Good old friend from Korea. Nasty teams, but they actually are a lot easier. For me at least. This one over there. That one is somewhat on the speedy side, potentially. Do we go? We can definitely go for this team over there. That team there on the bottom is fine. This team over there. I kind of feel like for a bruiser-ish team as well. Let's just go for this one over there. And then we're just missing this one over here, which it would be an issue if we would get outspat on that, which are pretty good odds that we get outspat. But hey, then again, a little bit of YOLO, it's fine. We just see how good it does work or doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work, and sometimes you just go for that skill right away and you don't really do anything, which is great for me. For some reason, the turn order was messed up. That's actually kind of interesting. Okay, we get a little bit of damage in over there. Let's do this on you. Let's do that over there. You could go on every unit, but hopefully it doesn't provoke the one on the right. It does provoke the one on the right. That sucks for me. Well, at least you kind of derp too, which is really nice. And we proc 16 times on you, which is also really nice. Easy victories that away, right? Very easy victories. Moving on to the next, we do outspeed, but everything is willed, so therefore we might miss something. The only thing we missed is that thing we do not care about. You also derp, then you proc and you don't derp. And then you full glance. That's one way. Can my RTAs go like this? That makes the game a lot easier. Like if they just actually proc, they just fully on derp, but then derp in different ways. Okay, this one is faster than me. And I do not have any will runes on this whatsoever, which is going to be an issue. We lose this one. If I was fully on will, then I wouldn't have had an issue at all. Do you proc another time to go for that skill again? No. Okay, so we do lose this one. That thing was actually properly on Swift. So can we land those over here? Yep, we can. And then we go for this. So as mentioned, I don't win all of them because if I were to be properly putting will runes to all of that whole team, then there would have been no way for them to actually clear me in the first place. Sure, you could say it's like, yeah, but say then you're fighting the threat state thing of the, what's it called on the right side, the Ren. Would not have been an issue because if you want to properly hit that team, you actually make your Miang move in front of your nuker, and then you can actually remove that threat state before by just the Miang skill 1. So if you were to properly rerune for it, that is one way to easily clear it. But as I said, this is how I normally do my World Guild battles, which does include having a few losers here and there. Let's go for you over there, and then for you over there. And then throw this on you, and we're gonna go for that. That is fine. You do still have meditate, but we're looking for death break. No death breaks in there. That's also fine. Then you just go for a little bit of healing. This unit doesn't really do all too much by itself anyways. It just takes a little bit more time this way. That's all there is to it. I think we will give ourselves a little bit of a boost. And then we go for the Piercer. And that is how we do all World Guild battles in about like, well, I think 7 minutes per World Guild battle, more or less. That's how it works. And let's get lucky on this one LD scroll that we just got. Finally, my LD5 is coming over here. Not really. Is it then a Light Gandalf over there? Light Gandalf, Dark Aragon, Golem scroll. Also not really. This one over here to give me more LDs? Also not really. Can't have everything in life. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. See you as always in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.